Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Badgers' offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Finds his back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So NC State's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs. David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do, get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Stumbled to the ground. NC State going up tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They get to the line quickly.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. To throw, it's Bryant. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's complete to the right. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it inside the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. NC State will line up with a first and goal. Slams ahead. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's West. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of time in the pocket, down the middle it goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Direct snap. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Touchdown, Badgers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Bryant. The quick out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. NC State quick to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. On the run, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Dropping back, it's Bryant. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Quick completion on the out. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
And you see this more and more in football, in all sports, really, like analytics. It's the world of I'm going to go for it now.
For sure. Basketball, you shoot more threes. Baseball, try to hit for power. It's just the way it is.
Well, and at least in football, you kind of know the down and distance. You know how close you are to getting a first down. So maybe you play those percentages a little bit more, but it's definitely starting to prove itself.
Scanning the field, it's Bryant. Here's a heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Short on 4th down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. It's a draw. Picks up the first down. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll try the run. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They give it to him again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that
On
one.
second down, he'll try to make the connection. Out of the backfield, he's open. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's West. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the grab. NC State will pick up the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Steps away to find some room. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional ground.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pressure coming. Finds space on the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Bryant. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Still looking, on the move. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. And he's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, NC State!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They go to the ground, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Buying some time. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man. There he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter-Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us get...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. He wants to change this route. The play action fake. Now adjusting. Going right and going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Right back to him on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's West. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Badgers!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
NC State 28, Wisconsin 23.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Using the quick game. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Tries to get it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. NC State going up tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
He might want another play. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time where you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to pass, it's Bryant. Hauls it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Smashes through the tackle. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. NC State quick to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
NC State now operating from the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's based...
Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's West. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Caught near the sticks. It's West. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's West. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting...
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He'll throw it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Bryant. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 2nd down coming up. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback's scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. NC State going up-tempo. A first down run in the red zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Wide out trying to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
These corners going to give them some space. Right back to it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.